Hey gorgeous ones. All right, so today I'm doing something different. I am focusing on one shade in my palettes, and that is matte yellow, because so often I hear people talking about matte yellows. Oh, I want a really good matte yellow. Oh, yellow, because yellow is kind of a hot color now, especially with it being fall. You know, the fall colors are rolling in, and in summer it was pretty hot because you could do those bright yellows. So I was like, dang, I don't really have any yellows. That's what I thought. And then I started opening up some of my eyeshadows and I started finding my yellows. So let's talk yellows because they're a really hot color, and matte ones are really becoming popular, especially with the warm tones and the, you know, and the bright pops of color. So I wanted to talk about all of these palettes, the yellows in them, which ones are, you know, which ones are good, what you could use them for. And so let's talk yellow. Okay, so it's a new week and I've been like really kind of remiss on doing this, but I have a shout out to give, and that's for my beauty YouTuber growth group. It's a, you know, it's micro YouTubers banding together, trying to help each other grow, doing things together, collabs, you know, shouting each other's videos out, watching them, you know, the stuff that you need to do to help each other grow. So anyway, this week we are rolling back, and it is Divine Diva K and Lily and Gadget Lily. And I want to say that they're part of the we you know, older lady crew, because we are all, you know, 50 plus doing our YouTuber thing, and we all have different styles. Lily is the Shiseido princess. If you need anything to know about skincare, especially Shiseido, go check out Lily. And Divine Diva K, Kate, she is boss on fragrances. So if you want to see things about fragrances, fragrance reviews, you want to check her out. So please go and check out their videos and say hi, you know, make sure you subscribe if you really like them. And let's go on with the video, because I forgot to do that, but I put it in anyway. Yeah. All right, so let's just talk about these matte yellow eyeshadows. Now I have different palettes, so of course there's different tones of yellow, and that's why I really started picking them out. Like, this is the one in the Slice of Paradise. So what I did was, here's what I've done, is that what you're gonna see is I have like swatched them all on my eyes with a brush. Use the same brush, which is my Morphe E23 right here. This is the brush I use, nice and dense, so we could get it packed on. Now I did just regular pat and you know, blended it in. Now, to be honest, if you are really into matte shadows and you're trying to get the best use of them, if you want a bright yellow, the best way to do them is to pack that color on and just blend around the edges. But this way, I wanted you to see, if you blended it out, what it looked like. So I've gone through all of these palettes, and you'll see me trying them on my eyes, and I will kind of discuss what I think about them. So let's get started with the mattes. Oh, and by the way, this has one of the matte shadows in it, and we'll talk about it at the end. You'll see which one. Okay. Bye-bye. Well, I don't mean bye-bye. I mean, let's go on and watch the video. You know what I'm saying. All right, so I'm using the ColourPop Cute, what is this? Yes, Please. And I'm using the French Kiss in there. That's the yellow in there, the matte yellow. So you can see it's really easy to work with. First I had to turn on the light so y'all could see it, of course. But you see how easy it blends on. Now remember, I'm just doing a quick blend. I'm not like, you know, but I want you all to see the depth of the yellows that each of these have. So this is a good one right here. Let me know what you think. All right, so now I'm using my Ace Beauty Classical Paradise. The color is Maize. This is a little deeper yellow, but I do love, you know, but the Ace Beauty formulation is so nice. You see how beautiful that color comes on? I wanted to make sure that you all could see how it comes on, and they do blend really well with other colors too. All right, so now it's to take me back to Brazil, and I'm going to use that color there. There's no names for them, so I'll just point them out and you can see which ones I'm using. Now the thing with this, you know, it's a great palette to start with, but you really have to pack the colors on. That one's kind of, you know, it's not the most eye-popping yellow matte, but it's good for like transitions and things like that. There was a little bit of fallout because I'm really packing on the colors here. All right, so next is that lemon yellow, and that's a paler yellow. This one is the hardest to work with, honestly. I mean, this is so pale. Definitely would need to use a very light base to even get like a decent color payoff with it. But I mean, like, I could see using it on transition, you know, like, but it's, I mean, I was really trying to get some color, but that's it. Okay, so next is that final yellow in it. I'm gonna put that on top just so you all can see. And you see, that's a little bit darker yellow, but it works. That one works much better than that little pale lemon yellow crap. I mean, being honest, I mean, I can see using it because it's a very sheer yellow. So if you wanted a wash of yellow, that pale one, that would work for somebody who's not real comfortable with it. But I do like those two. I like that one not so much. All right, next up is another Ace Beauty, the Slice of Paradise. And this is the Daffodil. So this is supposed to be a bolder yellow. So let's see how this one turns out. So really, it's not super bold, but it can be bold if you really pack it on. Like if you just packed it on, it would really, really pop. I could see definitely using a you know, much lighter base, and then I would get a much deeper, richer color from it. But all in all, I like it. Okay, so now we got the Afrique palette by Juvia, and the color is Aya. Now I forgot to grab the Zulu palette because it has a yellow in it also, but this one honestly I think is a better yellow than the Zulu palette. That's kind of why I forget it, because I don't use that yellow that often because it really doesn't work that well. But this one is really nice. I could see definitely packing that on. It's not as intense as I thought it would be, but it's still a really nice bright yellow. I can see definitely if I lightened up my eyelids, it would work so much better. All right, now next up is Bright Lights by Pinky Rose, and I'm using that color Lit. Now, the Pinky Rose palette is, I love it. Y'all know it's in my summer collection, so if you want to see what I'm talking about, it's really one of my favorites. But you see this one, now there is a little fallout because I'm packing it on, of course, but look at how that color looks. That is a beautiful bright yellow. All right, so next up we're going to use the Blossom palette by Blush Tribe, and I'm going to start out with Sunflower. And Sunflower is the brighter of the yellows. Now it's not super duper like intensely yellow, but it's okay. Now next up is Daisy. And Daisy is a more, you know, pastel yellow. And the one thing I do like about the Blossom Tribe is the two different levels of color that she chose to do. But this one is the Daisy, and that's more of a lemon yellow. Similar to the color that was in the Take Me Back to Brazil, but a much better formulation. Alright, so now I'm using the Prism palette. The one thing I don't like about the Prism palette, the Anastasia palettes, is that damn flocking cover, but hey, that's their thing. But anyway, I'm using Sphere. Now you can still find the Prism palette. I know it's supposedly limited. There was a holiday collection, but you can still find it. I think it's still sitting on Beautylish. I really do like this color. It's a really nice lemony yellow. So if you're looking for a lemon yellow, it's really nice. I really like the way it comes out. It's one of the brighter lemon yellows that I have. So I decided, since I use Prism as my look in the beginning of the video, just so you know. So that was how I made the look. Now, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment or two. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's your Lulu. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Bye-bye.